If anyone hasn't seen it, this is an HBO documentary series produced by, or executive produced by the Safdie brothers, who wrote and directed the movie Uncut Gems, among others, and Danny McBride and his company. And
I didn't know it was Danny McBride's company. Wow.
Yeah, it was Danny McBride's company and the Safdie brothers executive producing this documentary. The people who actually made the documentary are these guys from, of all places, New Jersey. We love to see it. But these guys that worked for this telemarketing company, and the main action of the movie takes place in the early 2000s. So the main guy, the documentarian, his name is Sam Lipman Stern. He was a high school dropout who ended up working at this telemarketing company when he was, still a teenager. And basically, the telemarketing company is a total scam. They are calling people, mostly elderly people, and just trying to, just work money out of them. And then it's gets this added layer that the organizations that they are calling on behalf of are it starts with the New Jersey Fraternal Order of Police. So these are guys, these are people working in this telemarketing company, calling up these people being like, hey, do you want to support your local police? Do you want to help the fallen victims of, police that have been killed in action? If you do, we'll send you this nice sticker that says that you support the police. So there's a lot of subterfuge happening. But it ends up turning out that the company is taking pretty much 90% and then eventually 100% of all of the donations. Barely any of this money is going to the Fraternal Order of the Police. But the Fraternal Order of the Police are in on it because they've basically licensed their name to this company for a fee.
It's so strange.
It's bizarre. And so it follows this dude, Sam, who's shooting all of this footage in the company. And these employees of this company are just absolutely out of their mind. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way. I just mean they are partying at the workplace. They are openly doing drugs. They are openly people are making out, there's parties happening because there's no oversight from management. And as long as they hit their numbers, they're basically allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to do. So it follows one of the main callers, this guy, Patrick J. Pespis, just one of New Jersey's best, an absolute king. This dude is a full-on heroin addict, but still ends up being the top seller in the office.
Making calls while high, totally. Yeah, so good.
Making calls while he's got the nod.
I mean, not so good to be, but you know what I mean.
No. Yeah, I know what you mean. And then eventually these guys are like, hey, I think what we're doing is a pretty huge scam. And I think the police are in on it. We should, as they say, Michael Moore the shit out of this and become documentary filmmakers. So they kind of you're watching two New Jersey dirtbags figure out how to be journalists and documentarians at the same time while they're trying to investigate it. And as it goes deeper and deeper, they find out that there are more and more of these call centers around the country. And pretty much all of them are partnered with Fraternal Order of Police, which is a police union. There's the Fraternal Order of the Police and the PBA. So it's
like their WGA.
It's not at all like that, Rivka. That's not. Police unions do not count as unions. They are not labor. They are the boot. So yeah, it ends up being, and then they end up interviewing a senator and people at the FTC and all of the. It's wild how much digging these guys are actually able to accomplish, the amount of access they're able to get with some of these people, and then at the end of the day, what they kind of find out is in speaking with all of these, they speak to this one guy at the FTC who had prosecuted the company in the early 2000s, and they were like, so why didn't you also go after the Fraternal Order of the Police, because you knew that they were part of it? And it's FTC lawyer is basically it's the fucking police. What do you want me to do about it?